tonight. And thank you to New York's Attorney General Tish James. For years, you have fought the good fight for New Yorkers, and now it's our time to fight for you. There is something special in this room tonight. It's power. It's the power of hundreds of thousands of New Yorkers united, ready to usher in a new day. It is the power of a movement that won the battle over the soul of the Democratic Party. That put Andrew Cuomo's vision of austerity and smallness firmly where it belongs on a ballot line no one's ever heard of. It is power larger than any single person, working together for a New York where dignity is delivered to all. And it is the power of a campaign that for the second time in 5 months stands on the precipice of victory. 3 weeks from tomorrow, we will win again. That is only possible because of you. This campaign has built the largest volunteer effort of any in New York City history. There are 3,200 people in this theater tonight. And alongside all of you, there are over 80,000 more across our city. In Brownsville, in Parkchester, in Flushing, and right here in Washington Heights. New Yorkers who have knocked doors, phone banked, and registered voters. Day after day, week after week, month after month. You have worked this hard for one simple reason: to fundamentally reimagine what is possible in New York City. Now, there are some who oppose that vision. Billionaires like Bill Ackman and Ronald Lauder have poured millions of dollars into this race because they say that we pose an existential threat.
Good.
And I am here to admit something. They are right. We are an existential threat to billionaires who think their money can buy our democracy. We are an existential threat to a broken status quo that buries the voices of working people beneath corporations. And we are an existential threat to a New York where a hard day's work isn't enough to earn you a good night's rest.
Yes.
And we are absolutely an existential threat to disgraced politicians like Andrew Cuomo, who diminish public trust, harass women, and are unabashed in their desperation to collaborate with Donald Trump and his donors. Let me be clear. This is not a moment for capitulation. We are in a period of political darkness. Donald Trump and his ICE agents are snatching our immigrant neighbors from our city. In broad daylight. Right before our eyes. His authoritarian administration is waging a scorched earth campaign of retribution against any who dared oppose them, against the courts that dare hold them accountable, and against our trans and queer neighbors for simply daring to be themselves. he made to the American people, that he would fight for the working class by taking on the cost of living crisis. Over the last 9 months, we have witnessed the largest wealth transfer from the poor to the rich in history. Trump is like Andrew Cuomo, beholden to billionaires and oligarchs. And like Cuomo, he has bent to their will. The desolation left in his wake has been staggering. Tens of millions of Americans, including millions right here in New York, will lose their Medicaid, their Medicare, their SNAP benefits. Because of Trump's corruption, children will go to sleep hungry. The sick will die. Any way you measure it, our lives have gotten worse. I think of the pastor I sat with just a few weeks ago in East Flatbush. He told me how in September, a young woman from his congregation approached him after church. She told him she was facing a deportation order. He knew her well, and he knew the work she did with young people with disabilities in this city. She told him she couldn't afford an attorney and had no one else. She asked if he would go with her to 26 Federal Plaza. He said yes. Sitting in the courtroom, the judge told her to be ready to leave in the clothes she was wearing. He asked her if she had said goodbye to her family. She began to cry. And then, in what felt like a miracle, the judge changed his mind. He decided he would put her TPS order before the deportation order. For a minute, it seemed as if the danger had passed. But the pastor knew that ICE stood outside. They did not care about a court order because they do not care about the rule of law. He turned to a few court watchers in the room and asked them to go outside first. He asked another man to hold the elevator. He picked up the young woman under her arms, opened the doors, rushed her past ICE agents, into the elevator and down into a waiting car before speeding off back to Brooklyn. Through it all, her feet had never even touched the ground. He told me that it felt like the Underground Railroad. And still he knew she was anything but safe. We are living in the times that we read about. I know that for many of us, when we look back at moments in history that rhyme with today, where tyranny loomed and the state imposed violence with sinister glee, we ask ourselves what we would have done. We need not wonder. That time is now.
That's right.
And I am proud to look out onto this crowd at New Yorkers who, amidst this despair, have continued to believe in a world better than this. With every block walked, every petition signature earned, you have refused to normalize a politics of cruelty, of greed, of exploitation. You have asserted your power. We see that power when nurses and teachers and bus drivers, the hardworking men and women of organized labor, finish their shifts and go straight to a canvas launch. We see it when the same New Yorkers who walk to work dedicate their weekends to fighting for fast and free buses for strangers they will never meet. And we see it when grandparents whose children have long grown into adulthood fight on behalf of universal childcare, so that a young family they've never met on the other side of the city can afford to stay here. With this much darkness, it takes courage to light a new path. As Thomas Sankara once said, fundamental change only comes from the courage to turn your back on the old formulas, the courage to invent the future. Together, that is exactly what we have done. For too long, we have been told to be satisfied with abstractions and strongly worded letters, to be content with a politics built atop the flimsy foundation of only that which we are against, without ever declaring what we are actually for. To accept leaders who would sell us out to the highest bidder. That is not what this movement is, nor will it ever be. We know what we are for, and we will not cower. A movement by the people and for the people answers only to the people. So, with 22 days until the polls close, let us say what we believe loudly and clearly for the world to know. We believe in the wealthiest city, in the wealthiest nation, in the history of the world, that working people deserve a dignified life. We believe that buses should be fast and free. We believe that housing is far too expensive. We're going to build hundreds of thousands of affordable homes, take on bad landlords, and freeze the rent. And we believe that daycare shouldn't cost as much as a year's tuition at City College. Right. That's why we're going to deliver universal childcare. These are not just slogans. These are commitments. To inspire, but because it is what we will deliver. Yes. We believe in schools that receive the investments they need, infrastructure made resilient to the growing effects of the climate crisis, and a budget that fully funds our parks and libraries. We believe in public safety that actually delivers safety and justice. We can make this a city where no one is afraid to walk the streets or take the subway. A city where our police officers focus on serious crimes and it is mental health professionals that address the mental health crisis. In New York, we believe in standing up for those that we love. Over the last 9 months, we have watched the man with the most power in the world expend enormous energy targeting those with the least. Whether you are an immigrant, a member of the trans community, one of the many black women that Donald Trump has fired from a federal job, a single mom still waiting for the cost of groceries to go down, or anyone else with their back against the wall, your struggle is ours too. Make no mistake, ours is a movement where we know exactly who and what we are fighting for. We are not afraid of our own ideas.
No, we're not.
For too long, we have tried not to lose. Now it is time that we win. And I know that since we won on June 24th, there have been some who have questioned whether that we aspire towards is possible. Whether the young people they speak of as the future could also be the present. Whether a left that has critiqued could also be the left that delivers. To that, my friends, I have a very simple answer. Yes. And to those who doubt, who cannot quite believe, who share our vision but fear allowing themselves to hope. I ask you, when has dignity ever been given?
Yes.
The same questions asked of us were asked of organized labor. Were asked of the civil rights movement. Were asked of any who had the nerve to demand a future they could not yet see. Could they not wait? Could they not see that they were asking too much? They knew that we do not get to determine the scale of the crisis that we face. We only get to decide how we respond.
Yes.
We know that every great victory must be won because it will never be given. When organized labor won the weekend so that working people would have time to rest, that was power won, not given. When those who came before us marched for voting rights and civil rights, they triumphed because they dared to dream, not because they were given permission by a political establishment content with the status quo. When millions of seniors were lifted from lives of poverty with Social Security, that's because Americans were sick of a bad deal and wanted a new one instead. And the New York we love was made by those who refused to settle for less. Great leaders like Fiorello LaGuardia taught us that aspiration is something to embrace, not something that we treat as a crime. When we shake loose the shackles of small expectations, our city builds parks and hospitals, and we show the world that ambition and compassion are in fact intertwined. In an age of darkness, New York can be the light, and we can prove once and for all that the politics we practice need not be one of either fear or mediocrity, that power and principle need not live in conflict in City Hall, for we will use our power to transform the principled into the possible. In 12 days, New Yorkers will begin to cast their ballots. We will vote for our next mayor, but more than that, we will make a very simple choice. A choice between democracy and oligarchy. A choice between a city you can afford or more of the same. A choice between a mayor who works for those straining to afford groceries or those straining to buy an election. A choice between the hope of a brighter future and a broken past. For years, in the words of Dr. King, we have been asked to wait for a more convenient season. We have been told that change is not yet quite possible, that it's not yet our turn, that it will come soon enough. We've been told to wait as our friends and neighbors have moved away, told to wait as our city has only grown harder to afford, told to wait as a good life has drifted out of reach. My friends, we are not afforded the luxury of waiting. Because too often, to wait is to trust those who delivered us to this point. We can demand a government that makes our lives better. We can tell billionaires that this city doesn't just belong to them. We can tell Donald Trump he cannot buy this election. And we can tell Andrew Cuomo that New York City is not for sale. So on the evening of November 4th, when the world learns that we have won again, they will know our answer to the question. We choose the future. Because for all those who say, our time is coming, my friends, our time is now.
Bad Bunny. Hello, President Trump. We got you. We will. Buenas noches, Washington Heights. I'm Congresswoman Nydia Velázquez, representing the 7th Congressional District, and the proud daughter of a sugarcane worker. And I am here to say that I am a living example that we, the people, can defeat money. We did it the first time that I ran, and we will do it again on November. I have a message for you. Something is changing in New York. You can feel it in this room. Soren Mandani has brought all of us together around a simple, powerful idea that New York City should be a city for everyone. Not just the wealthy, not just the well-connected, everyone. Including undocumented. Donald Trump that immigrants make America America. And so the establishment is really surprised. On November 4th, we're going to turn that idea of an affordable New York City into a reality when we elect Soren Mandani. The choice before us could not be clearer. On one side, we have Andrew Cuomo, a living symbol of the old broken politics that has failed too many for too long. A candidate bankrolled by the same billionaires who put Donald Trump in the White House. A candidate who wants to talk about the affordability crisis, how costly housing is, but yet is taking money from the developers and billionaires who are the responsible one for the crisis that is impacting all of us. A candidate too afraid to even call out the president by name when he launches a political persecution against our great Attorney General, and on the other side, we have Soren. Someone who gives us hope. Someone who leads with compassion and integrity. Someone who shows up, who fights like hell for working people, and who understands that our city's affordability crisis is pushing families to the brink and has a plan to make life better.
That's my mayor!
I came to New York as a teenager from Puerto Rico with big dreams and not much else. This city gave me a chance, the chance to build a life, to serve my community, and to become the first Puerto Rican woman elected to Congress. Every New Yorker deserves the same opportunity. But today, that dream is slipping away for too many. Rents are sky high, neighbors are being displaced, families are struggling to put food on the table, and too many politicians are sitting on the sidelines. Zoran is not one of them. In Albany, I have seen Zoran stand with tenants, workers, and immigrant families under attack. As Trump targets our community, we need a mayor who won't flinch, who will stand up and defend every New Yorker. That is who Zoran Mandani is. On November 4th, we can build a city where every child can afford to stay with their families, where every New Yorker can thrive, and where government serves the people, not the powerful.
Yes.
But this future will not be handed to us. We got to make it happen.
We gotta take it.
We are going to knock every door. We are going to organize in every borough. We are going to take this people power movement all the way to City Hall. Because this is not just Zoran's campaign, it's our campaign. And together we are going to elect Zoran Mandani, the next mayor of New York City, and change this city forever. Thank you, and God bless you.
Yeah, go for it. Keep going. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I'm feeling real proud to be a New Yorker tonight, I'll tell you what. It's been scary watching Trump take such an authoritarian turn. We've seen ICE agents indiscriminately rounding up undocumented immigrants. We've seen Trump go after his political enemies. We've seen Trump go after free speech. Late night hosts. It's very scary for me as a comedian because I haven't been on Kimmel yet.
Someday.
And right now we need someone who's gonna stand strong. We all know Cuomo will kiss the ring. He kisses everything. I'll be honest, I'm a little flustered. Backstage, I met Zoran for the first time in person. This might be somewhat ageist for me to say. It's just so nice to support a politician that's too young to have been friends with Jeffrey Epstein. But even with Zoran as our mayor, he can't do it alone, and that's why I'm very excited to bring on stage someone else who has been fearlessly fighting back on the state level. Please welcome New York State Attorney General Tish James.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We got your back, Tish.
Yeah, we
I
do.
appreciate you and I've got your back. Yeah. I love you more. So good evening, everyone. It is so good to be here with all of you, standing with my very good friend, my little brother, and one of the boldest voices in the history of New York politics, Zoran Mamdani. We are here tonight because we are ready to turn the page on the cynical, broken politics of the past. We are ready to build a city that works for the people who actually make it run. Working people,
Yes.
the teachers,
Yes.
the nurses,
Yes.
the drivers, the home health aides, the firefighters. Not just for those at the top, but for working people who built this city from the ground up. And we are living through twin crises, a crisis of affordability and a crisis of wage stagnation. Rent is up, and yes, it is too damn high. Groceries cost more, and too many families are living from one paycheck to the next. And childcare is too expensive, and too many New Yorkers are leaving the city because of failed policies of this city and state. Trying to silence truth and punish dissent, and yes, weaponize justice for political gain. keep fighting for justice. I will keep fighting for New Yorkers. I will keep fighting the aggressive policies of Washington, D.C., and I will not stop. I won't give up, and I won't give in. So we have no time to linger and focus on pettiness and revenge. We've got to press on, press forward, continue the journey, claim the victory.
Yes.
Triumph over fear and courage. Courage, my friend, is resistance to fear.
Yes.
Preach, sis.
So I fear no man.
Yes.
I see the courage that is embodied in Zoran.
Yes.
And that's why I am supporting him. He is a leader fighting for a better future for this city. And he, like me, knows what it's like to be attacked, to be called names, to be threatened, to be harassed. And each and every day he wakes up with this fire in his belly because he wants to build a better New York. He recognizes that justice is more than just a word, that justice must be made real, that there are people struggling each and every day in this city. And all you have to do is drive around in the city and see all of the lines in the food pantries. And all of those who are just trying to put their nickels together to make ends meet. He is a leader who recognizes the pain and the struggle of countless number of New Yorkers, those in public housing tonight that are dealing with the conditions in public housing, those who have to go to housing court tomorrow and face the possibility of being evicted, those who cannot find childcare, those who can't afford the groceries, those who can't afford all of the luxuries that most children get. Those low-income children struggle every day. I've seen it for far too long. And I am supporting someone, this young man, who believes in the same values that I believe in, who recognizes that he is of the people, and who recognizes that we've got to change the way that we do politics in this city. Someone who believes in his heart of hearts that there is a way to raise up all boats and to make sure that this is a city for all of us and not just the rich. And so I'm with Zoran. So let's turn this page. Let's knock on those doors. Let's canvass and talk to our neighbors and tell them the good news. And let's lift up the spirits of those individuals who have been left behind, who don't believe in the sunshine of opportunity, who don't believe in access, who don't believe in politics. Let's convince them that we are about to elect a man who believes in their future. Let's lift the spirits of those who feel hopeless and left out and ignored. Tell them that they are not alone, that we stand with them. Tell them that they are more powerful than they really know, and that their voices will be heard at the ballot box, and that he who endures shall conquer.
Woo!
We will shape a future that we can all deserve. Because now, yes, is our time. So, let's elect a man A man who believes in that future. A man who really believes in that future. A man who wakes up each and every day thinking how he can improve and build a future for all of us. He's a fighter for a better day. A man who believes in big dreams for all of us. If you believe in Zoran, and if you believe in, again, making sure that all of us will be okay, then right now I need all of you to make some noise.
Woo!